Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance, and this doggone fuel truck just blocked me in, man. Man, this joker must want to get hit in the mouth. Just kidding, y'all. I ain't gonna hit nobody in the mouth. I'd like to sometimes, though, but I ain't gonna do that. Trying to get my truck in gear over here. Anyway, bear with me, guys. I've got to back up a little bit. This doggone fuel truck done blocked me in. I gotta get out of this parking lot so I can get to my first stop, man. This is aggravating. It really is. Oh man, this is a tight squeeze right here. Give me just a second, guys. That guy just got out of the truck and looked at me and grinned. He knew what he was doing. It's all good though, man. I'm an ex-truck driver myself, so I know how it is, man. Man's on a tight schedule. He's got to do what he's got to do. Luckily, I was able to get out. If not, I'd have put a hot piece of lead in them tires. All 18 of them. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, I wanted to hop on here this morning, holler at y'all for a minute, man. I told y'all about the door. The guys from Overhead Door coming out and giving me a quote. It's actually the owner of the company. But really nice guy, and he shot me the hard quote last night. It's gonna be $1,500 on the dot, and that's about $2,000. That's a lot less. That's a lot less than what I expected, man. It really is. That's about $2,000 less than what I expected to spend. So that's a blessing. It really is, and that's going to happen at some point this week. I hope it doesn't happen today because he needs me to clean the garage up so they can get their ladders in there and all that good stuff. If they're coming today, I ain't going to be able to. I'm going to have to reschedule. But, yeah, just got an email from another potential client in the same neighborhood as my mom. So that makes 5 people right there together. And the catch is that every last one of them want their lawns bagged, and these are very, very high dollar properties. These are high ticket properties, and when I say high ticket, I mean very high ticket. There's a lot of money to be made on these properties, and these guys, they asked me if I was capable of doing all of it that they need done, and it is. The only thing I'm not capable of doing is treatments, which is fine. They have the same company that I have to do all their treatments. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of money made with just these 5. And I mean, we're talking over 10 grand a year with just these 5. And so yeah, looking forward to that. I'm actually going to be over there this weekend to quote 3 properties. I've already quoted 2 of them while I was there Tuesday or Monday. I'm going to quote the other 3 this weekend, and if any more is wanting quotes, I'll be over there to do all that. But here's the catch, man. Like I said, they want all of it bagged, and I do not have a bagging mower. I do not have a collection mower. And so I've got to figure something out. I've got the grass gobbler, but I'm going to tell you right now, that grass gobbler, it does a decent job if you're on a decent property. You know, if you're on a high-end property that's got a nice, plush, manicured lawn, that grass gobbler is not the tool for the job. You either need some sort of commercial collection push mower, or you need a walker or something equivalent, like that Toro collection mower. I don't know what it's called, but and to be honest with you, even if I was to buy a bagging system for the walker, it would not do. But so I am seriously contemplating. My wife and I, we're gonna sit down this weekend when they get back in town, and we're gonna contemplate whether or not it would be feasible for us to trade the 61 in. And here's the reason why. I'm seriously contemplating trading all of them in, because I can get into every gate I have except for one with a 42-inch mower. Okay? I'm seriously contemplating trading the 36 in on a 42 and go ahead and putting a green guard on there, and then using that as a rough cut mower, and then trading the 61 in on a Walker T23i 42-inch collection deck. There's going to be some money involved. It's not going to be a whole lot of money, but there will be some money involved. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to look at that, because I'm stuck between a rock and a hard spot here, guys. I've got to figure something out. And the 61, it does come in handy, but if I'm being 100% honest, I only have 2 yards that I absolutely flat out have to have a big mower on. The 40, if I get a 42, it will suffice. But I can't go any bigger than a 42 because of gates. Now, but this is the thing. These yards that I use the 61 on, they're big enough that if I cut down to a 42, it's going to add an extra 15 to 20 minutes to those 2 properties. Okay? So, like I said, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard spot, and it's just simply not feasible for me to go out and spend anywhere from 15 to 20 grand on a Walker and keep both of the other mowers. I'd like for that to happen, because I absolutely love both mowers that I have, but it's just simply not feasible. For one, I would have to buy another trailer. I would definitely have to buy another trailer. I'd have to have an 18-foot trailer to fit all 3 mowers on, and I simply don't have anywhere to put an 18-foot trailer, and I'm not in a position where I can go out and pay for storage to use as shop space. And I could park it at my mother-in-law or my uncle's house, but you're looking at 25 to 30 minutes worth of drive time one way from my house every single day. And I'm also thinking, if I do have a crew one day, that's something that could possibly happen by the end of the summer. I don't know, but I would have a crew meeting me at my family's house, and that's not something I'm interested in. So definitely can't have 3 mowers at the same time right now. Maybe in the near future, that's something that I could look into. But who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, this is a blessing, but it's also putting me in a predicament. But you know what? I've got to do what's best for my business, and I've got to do what's best for my family. I love every single customer that I have. I do not have a single bad customer in my business at all. So, like I said, I have to look out for my business, and I have to look out for my family. So if it means that I have to drop those enormous yards, then it is what it is. I don't want to do that, because I'm making good money on those properties, and these are really good people, and I hate for them to be going back to the drawing board, but my business comes first. But anyway, guys, let me know what y'all would do. And I don't want any comments saying that I should just get a collection system for the mowers, because look, I got a buddy that's got a collection system for a right stander, and it just simply does not do as good as a Walker does. And they're good. They do beautiful work, but they don't compare to a Walker, okay? And plus, they don't hold near the amount of clippings that a Walker does. And I've got to have something that holds a lot of clippings so I can be efficient. And also, I'm going to have to buy some bulk seed bags to throw in the back of my truck to dump these clippings. And but yeah, you guys let me know what you would do if you were in this situation. Please don't put any comments on there saying that you wouldn't take the customers on, or that you would just pay cash for a Walker, or don't put on there about just buying a collection system for the Walker, because I don't want to hear that. That's not something that's going to happen. Okay? But let me know what you guys would do in this situation, or if you've even faced a situation like this before. But anyway, guys, I'm about halfway to my first property. And I've only got 3 on the list today, but one of them is basically a cleanup every single time I come out here. And it's a very small cookie cutter HOA property, but the way the layout of the yard is, it's just terrible. And yeah, this is a 3-digit yard is what I like to call it. It's one of those properties that you have to charge over $100 every time you come out. And so yeah, this is a 3-digit yard because it takes me a long time to do this yard because there's a lot of weed eating. They got a huge hill in their backyard, whole lot of weed eating, a whole lot of weeds, and you know how those weeds are, man. They grow like weeds, especially with all the rain we've had, and they get super tall, and I've got to blow all those clumps apart when I get done. So, and also I have to scrape the deck as soon as I get done with this property, and I include that in on the mow. So yeah, the customer has no problem with it. He knows what he's faced with. He hates his yard, but it is what it is. He just don't want to do it himself, so he's willing to pay the price. So got these 3. One of them is one of the yards that I need the 61 for, and then one of them is the widow woman, and hers is actually going to be a cleanup. It looks terrible, and I'm going to have to pull weeds in her flower bed, and that is something I absolutely despise doing. Matter of fact, Mr. George, if you see this video, we had this conversation the other day about pulling weeds. I normally charge $200 an hour to pull weeds, because for one, I hate being on my knees, and for two, I just hate pulling weeds. I do. I hate pulling weeds because it's all clay in this area. So I take a claw hammer and beat the ground up and pull the weeds up like that. I absolutely despise it. But I'm not charging this lady $200 an hour. I'm just simply charging her a monthly fee, and I'm just going to include it in there because I feel bad for the woman. She's a widow woman. But anyway, guys, about halfway there, so I'm gonna hop off here and focus on this GPS because I've only been out here one other time and I just don't remember how to get here. But I will cut y'all back on soon, man. But until then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Shoot, I forgot to do my intro, man. It is currently 8:42 a.m. Wednesday, April the 9th. Or, I'm sorry, April the 10th, the 2024th year of our Lord. Sorry about that. But anyway, hope y'all have a good day, man. And until the next one, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holla at y'all.